I got to tell you now, just because he's going to hate me if I don't. Now that I have you here, though, his name's Jake Fuchsia, and he's a.
Oh, I know Jake. He's my boy.
You know Jake Fuchsia?
Yeah, I'm buying all my meats from him as well. Yeah, I buy a lot of meats from him.
I grew up with Jake Fuchsia.
So the burger meat that I use from my burger is his burger meat.
What?
Yeah, his burger patty.
Wild.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you guys are very similar in regards that you guys are very much like you're easy to talk to.
That's a next guy to interview, by the way. Jake's the best. Yeah.
You like Jake
Have him come with his cowboy hat. He can talk to you about all the Coca-Colas in Trump's fridge.
Oh my God. The funny thing is, I actually we've known each other since we were kids.
Unbelievable product he has.
Yeah. So I was like, look, man, if I don't say his name right now, I'm going to get a message. He's
all my Australian Wagyu I got from Jake, actually.
Let's talk about this Australian Wagyu of his. Come on.
It's insane.
Is it good?
It's really good. It's really, really good.
Top tier?
Top tier. He's got two cuts that really differentiate from like everything else that is on the market. There's a lot of similarities, right, that from the Australian Wagyu, but he's got two things. The burger is out of control, and his skirt steaks are out of this world.
Yeah, I think they're meeting with him at the Biltmore too. So he might have something.
I'm actually helping him get a couple chefs here in Miami as well. So right now it's slow season. We're gonna end up doing like a whole dinner party. But yeah, we're even doing a kit with them where we're doing like a burger special with our caviar tin. Yeah. And he's gonna start selling it online as well.
Anyway, I'll move aside from that. I just knew he was gonna be like, dude, you better tell him about me. Yeah. All right, there you go. Tell me how you would say a place like Chevet compares to the New York delis.
When I see my competition in terms of like delis and stuff like that, and there's great delis around there, but you'll have like the Italian deli where they're all focused on the Italian sandwiches, or you'll have, that American deli where it's more like Americanized. You'll have the other ones where it's kind of like the pizzas romanas, where it's, I think they're opening up Antiquio over here, where it's basically like the pizza with the stracciatella and the burrata. We are a cheese shop of the world. So when you come to my sandwich shop, we're not from any country. We're from Spain, Italy, France. We basically take the best ingredients from each country and we build a sandwich based on those ingredients. So for like the Spaniard, I use Spanish bread, I use Spanish cheese, I use Spanish olive oil, I use Spanish marmalade, I use all the Spanish ingredients. On the Frenchman, I have a French baker that makes my French bread. So we are really authentic when it comes to the ingredients that we put on top of the sandwich, like legit.
That's so awesome.
Every day it's like fresh. I have every baker from every nationality making bread for us.
But let's say you are stuck in a restaurant, right? For the rest of your life. You are trapped in there. You can only eat the food that is in that restaurant. Is there a Miami space that you enjoy being in that you're like...
Yes. And it kind of pisses me off because they now got named the #1 restaurant in the country. But I knew about them before.
Oh, Sonny's?
Sonny's Steakhouse.
Oh, I knew it was going to be Sonny's.
I was there in the pandemic when there was nobody there. And when they had that old tree and they had the outdoor, because I was a big fan of Jaguar Sun that was located here in downtown. Yeah. And for me, in terms of the quality of the food and what they're doing is unbelievable. Chef Aaron Brooks, super talent. He's actually been to our shop several times as well. Yeah. We kind of have the same passion for really high quality ingredients. And yeah, they have the avatar tree where you just create energy from it. That's like if I was going to be trapped somewhere, I want to be trapped in their bar with a martini and have Aaron Brooks bringing me some food.
So you, like me, you were very blown away when you went into Sonny's. You were like, one, the ambiance of it all. But
it's the best restaurant in Miami. I'm also a big fan of I think Major Food Group. The thing is they open up something new every other week. But in terms of quality and drive, and their venues are gorgeous. I'm a big fan of Dirty French. I think it's one of the top steakhouses in Miami.
Heard about
people
that spot.
Don't really go because I just people kind of get a little bit jealous, I guess, of how big they are, but they know exactly what they're doing. And you can't be mad at their success. I mean, they're absolutely crushing it. Carbon Vino in the Grove is amazing because you get to bring your own wine. Yeah. And the experience is always great. The food's always great. So I love what they do as well.
I went there for my birthday, actually. Yeah. I loved every second of it. But I will say this. So my last guest was like, dude, I'm just against paying $60 for a pasta dish, Yeah,
but where are you? That's everywhere in Miami. And the reason that you're paying it is because the rents are so crazy, so high. Now you have inflation with all these tariffs that are coming in. Yeah. And you still got to pay your personnel as well. So it's not that people are overcharging you on purpose. Yes, there is some people that charge a little bit more than what they should, but the reality is that the market it's tough right now to survive.
I want the sleeper now for guys that are just trying to like a low-key chill, good meal. They're not wasting their money. They're getting a solid meal in Miami that they'll go to every single time, and it's just consistent for you for years because you're a long-time Miami guy. What would that be for me?
I love Happy Wine on A Street.
Interesting.
Happy Wine on 8th Street is an old school wine bar. They always have live music.
Yeah.
It's insane. They have really great wines at a really great price.
Yeah.
You can go there anytime and it's amazing. And also Yasu Tanaka, he's the sushi guy at the Miya Market. Probably he's worked at all like the top like sushi places, and he does a $65 omakase.
Wow.
Which is probably some of the best sushi in Miami as well.
That's another question I want to ask you. The food scene in general, like longtime Miami guy, right? How has it changed throughout your lifetime?
Crazy. I mean, we used to have basically only Joe Stone Crab, literally, and Hillstone. I mean, there was no good restaurants in Miami. You had Versailles and that type of stuff, like the old school Cubans, but
Yeah.
I think Miami was kind of revolutionizing in that sense. It took a little bit of time. We were known more as the party city. And I think over time, when the pandemic struck and you started getting all this talent coming from New York and LA and all these places from all around the US, and it's really, Michelin came in a couple years ago as well. So talent levels increased and there's a lot of competition now.
True.
And I think it's, it's kind of finding its way. It's taking some time, but you're starting to get a lot of really good chefs, really good quality places that are coming in right now. I try to go to one new restaurant a week. That's like my thing. Because I spend my money on food because that's what I love.
Exactly.
And that's my passion. I think that's how I kind of developed my palate.
Yeah.
I went to this other place called Pasta Us, Pastaus. I went with my daughter and my wife. It's Peruvian kids doing pasta. I'm like, since when do Peruvian people do pasta? But they're absolutely crushing it. Yeah, it's in Wynwood.
I was reading one of your interviews for it was like one of the brands came at you. They had the photo of you with the goat,
Oh, yeah.
that magazine, and you had mentioned Hillstone. And, like, you go have a drink at that bar there.
Love Hillstone.
Obsessed.
It's a Miami staple.
Yeah.
I think in order to be successful, you have to be consistent. It is the most consistent restaurant in the U.S. You go there every single time. Everything tastes exactly the same.
Yeah.
The vibe is great. It's a place you can go see people watch, have a great martini, sit at the bar. Even though you can't make reservations, the lines are never more than 15, 20 minutes. And while you're waiting, you're having a cocktail. So it's awesome. I love Hillstone.
I can never get in there. I have to like dodge it. Like I have to get it at like a weird time.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, when I'm in there, the chefs, they don't stop.
No.
There's like teams back there.
It's a money-making machine.
Do you think true delis exist in Miami though? Like a real authentic deli? Or you think that we have kind of like a different variation?
No.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised when I wanted to open up my concept. There was no true delis in Miami. Marquis Gourmet was kind of like the real, true, original one that I knew about.
Yep.
But they're Russian. And they're, it's kind of cold. Nobody really talks to you when you come in. They have great products, but, they're focused on the caviar. They have their own caviar company as well, but they have great stuff. But I haven't been to the new one. Italy apparently opened up in Aventura yet.
It did.
Have you been?
I went to the one. I used to live next to the one in New York.
The one in New York is unbelievable.
Yeah, they have a few of them, I think.
Yeah, they have one in Vegas as well. Yeah, I haven't been to the one here though, but I haven't really found any great delis here in Miami.
When it comes to like when you hear the word diner in Miami, is there like a true diner here that you're like, that's quintessential Miami diner?
No, I have not. I think Chugs is the first one that just opened up yet. The food's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like the new up and coming diner. Apocalypse Barbecue opened up like kind of like a diner version of barbecue as well. But like old school diners, I mean, Denny's, I guess.
Yeah.
Denny's is still around. I guess that's a diner, right? I used to love Johnny Rockets. You remember Johnny Rockets?
I do remember, yeah.
Johnny Rockets in Coconut Grove. It used to be fire. We used to go there when we were little kids.
So Johnny Rockets was in Coconut Grove?
Johnny Rockets was in Coconut Grove, right across the street from Coco Walk.
Yeah, there's a place. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's called Destin, Florida. Have you heard of this place?
No.
Destin, Florida had a Johnny Rockets, and I remember they
Destin, Florida. Yes, I've heard of Destin, Florida. Yeah.
So my family would go down there, and they had a Johnny Rockets, and I was like blown away by that.
Burgers and milkshakes.
Pick your top dog in New York that you think would kill in Miami.
Oof.
I mean, you're just like, like that would do really well here.
Charles Prime would crush it here.
Their burgers really good too.
The burgers would absolutely crush it. There's this Israeli place called 12 Chairs in Brooklyn. That's my favorite. I think Missy Robbins has this concept called Missy Pasta. It's like a new pasta store that she opened up, and it's kind of like a deli focused on like fresh pasta.
Yep.
Absolutely love her food.
Yeah.
Love what she does. There's just so many things in New York that could actually,
Yeah, I saw the other day like Emmy's Square Pies was here.
So they opened up in Coral Gables. Their burger, the pretzel bun burger, was one of their most, and it's actually a great burger.
You know what's pretty cool? I saw one of my chefs that I used to follow. You might know him. His name's Christian Petroni, and he did a partnership with the Yankee Stadium. And honestly, I'm just gonna speak this into existence. But you're a sports guy.
Yeah.
I could see you having something like that with like a.
We're talking to the Dolphins and Heat to do some stuff.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I called it.
yeah.
I called it. Yeah. So what would it be? What would
Yeah.
be your What would be your Super Bowl dish?
So we were gonna do some really cool, we didn't take it off last season, but like a caviar hot dog. For like badass, like courtside with the caviar and like the creme fraiche and the dressing upscale, so people can take their picture with their caviar and their hot dog, and then courtside, and it's actually gonna taste really amazing as well. So
I had a friend who was a chef. His name Josh Blum. He used to be a chef in Miami as well.
yeah, I remember Josh Blum. Yeah.
You know Josh Blum?
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I know who he is.
Yeah, Chef Josh Blum, great chef.
Yes.
And he made me one time. He came to my apartment in New York. He made me a caviar hot dog, and he would do I don't know if you've seen these, the caviar bumps.
Yeah.
You've seen these things, right?
Yeah, we started the caviar bumps.
Y'all started the caviar bump.
Yeah, we even have tins now that are caviar bump tins.
How did this start though? How did your mind just getting all creative with these
Because
things?
I've launched a lot of brands through my Chevrolet brand because I already had the exposure and the following. So I wanted to have my own caviar company. And I
Really?
contacted one of my friends. He had a relationship with Daniel Boulud's ex-Major D. And he ended up having his own, caviar farms and stuff like that. Older guy, so he's not a marketing guy. So he had his caviar, he had his food service network to like the really high-end chefs. And when he saw what I was doing, he's like, hey, are you interested in coming on as a partner? Can I come on as a partner? I was like, well, I don't know. What are you offering? He's like, either I'll give you money for 25% of your business,
Right.
or I'll give you my costs and we partner. I'm like, give me your costs and we partner immediately. And then he started seeing what we were doing in terms of the innovation and the branding. And now it's a brand that we've been working on for 3 years. And it's really starting to take off.
This is my last question because this is one of the things I actually admire about you. You're really good at networking, right?
Yeah.
Give me some advice on networking going forward because it seems like you've gone through the ringer with networking and built up that skill. So what would you say for somebody who's working on that aspect of their life is like, hey, I want to be better at networking. What is that?
You got to go to a lot of events.
Okay, I like
You got to go to a lot of events and just meet new people. And you'll meet a lot of great people. You'll meet some shitty people along the way. Be you and, just meet people that have the same common goals. And help each other out. I think, once you meet good people that kind of want to help you out, you kind of help them out. And it's always, you guys are always kind of helping each other's network, right? And there'll be some opportunities that come from my end, some opportunities that you'll throw my way. And once you start doing that with like people that get it and you're kind of, sending stuff to them and they're sending stuff to you, it becomes like a snowball effect.
I like that. Yeah. All right. Well, look, dude. Thank you so much for being here. And at any time, if you ever have any other guests you want to bring over,
yeah, absolutely.
And you are more than welcome to come back. And you got to come to our event at the very end of the season.
I will.
So that we have a event. Obviously, there's gonna be food there, and just because you're coming, there's gonna be food there. So.